Hey everybody, Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. We're looking at a whole range of altcoin projects today, including Quant Network, whose blockchain ecosystem is really the ecosystem of ecosystems, and they're ready to unite various industries under Gilbert Verdin. We'll take a look at performance, at updates by Quant, and give you the latest there. Similarly, we're going to take a look at Chainlink, whose VRF protocol is going live. We'll look at Electroneum as well, who is in the news. They have just achieved a major milestone with 100 top-ups worldwide. Zilliqa is also being discussed. They're rewarding Twitter fans with social pay. We'll be discussing that. And then we have Spencer Dinwiddie, who is seemingly stirring the public enthusiasm for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Well, guess who's biting? Tron Foundation, and specifically Justin Sun. It looks like they may have entered into at least a loose agreement of sorts. We'll take a look at all those stories, guys. Let's start with this first one with Quant Network, blockchain ecosystem of ecosystems. Article here by Deepika. The project is heading towards building a secure, interconnected, hyper-decentralized network to create a network effect. So Quant Network is a UK-based technology company, and it's edging ever closer to a brand new level of blockchain interoperability, which, as we discuss all the time, is the holy grail in this space. Working remotely during the times of pandemic, the project team is ready with working models of the Overledger network. The first versions of gateways and treasuries on track to be released by Q2 of 2020. With this, the Overledger network will be ready to showcase its capability to create a blockchain, so-called ecosystem of ecosystems. We have definitely covered this topic before. You can go back to a relatively recent video on the 5th of April where we discussed how interoperability could really open up the world of decentralized finance, as well as a whole bunch of other variables as well. So we took some time and specifically looked at Quant Network's promise of interoperability. In this video, if you missed it, we'll link to this in the description below if you want to check it out. But talking about what it really is that we're waiting to see here. Well, as the first iteration of core components of the gateways and treasuries will be soon available for downloading, the enterprises would soon be able to create and connect their networks. Quant previously focused on improving the Overledger from a security standpoint for banking and government-grade networks, but now the focus is to bring in more enterprises that can host their own Overledger networks. And with this, the enterprises will bring along their clients, their use cases, and their apps to Overledger, thus creating complete ecosystems rather than just networks to lead to mass adoption. There's more utility, as you can imagine, that comes with this. Check out this short video that's embedded in the article. It's an update shared by the CEO of Quant himself. So with the vision to break the blockchain silos and unite industries, again, the holy grail of this space, enterprises and businesses, Quant is focused on creating a secure, multi-ledger, hyper-decentralized network. Check out our previous work, which is linked in this article, guys, where we explored Quant in detail. People really seem to be digging the project, digging their updates. They're up 16.4% on the day. Again, 16.4% in these last 24 hours, far surpassing other projects, far surpassing the performance, for example, of Bitcoin. Ethereum here is highlighted in this instance. The whole market is doing okay. It's up 2.2%, but up over 16% is QNT in the last day. Chainlink is also in the news today. Their VRF protocol goes live. This article courtesy of Rachel. Chainlink intends to accelerate smart contract development as well as improve their security with its verifiable randomness protocol. So according to an official blog post, Chainlink confirmed that many smart contracts would benefit from its VRF network going forward. The protocol would especially help provide evidence of a tamper-proof source of randomness. Chainlink VRF for now will focus on smart contracts in specific niches like blockchain gaming, security, and layer 2 protocols. And developers on Chainlink can easily integrate its VRF to have access to its verifiable randomness for its smart contracts. Chainlink also seems to be beating the market today. Of course, ticker LINK, L-I-N-K, up 2.5% in these last 24 hours. For more information, guys, on this particular technical set of details that we're really just glossing over here, check out the rest of Rachel's article where you can learn why really this is a very good step forward for not only the project and this particular initiative, the Chainlink initiative, but really for the entire space. We'll link to this, of course, in the description below. We now have some happy news when it comes to Electroneum. They have achieved a major milestone and have surpassed 100 1,000 top-ups worldwide. So blockchain platform Electroneum has announced the achievement of a major milestone with 100K top-ups performed on its platform across the world. The milestone, which was revealed on Electroneum's Twitter account, was greeted with delight from within its active community. Of course, Electroneum is a blockchain platform that focuses on enabling crypto transactions in regions without access to traditional banking resources. Of course, as we've covered many times, Electroneum aims to bank, so to speak, the unbanked. And here, guys, if you take a look at this image, it's pretty significant, but it seems here like we have an update where people can directly pay for Vodafone services in Ireland, which, as you know, in the case of many, hopefully, of the Irish that are watching this, or even just the Europeans, that's very significant because Vodafone is one of the biggest mobile networks in Europe. So very significant. I have a sense that 100K is really only just the beginning, and we're going to start to see a snowball effect after having achieved this one. And to that point here, it is understood that over 60 million smartphone users within the region would be able to purchase mobile top-ups from different providers in each country. Electroneum mobile top-ups are already popular in Latin American countries like Brazil, where over $30,000 worth of top-ups are made monthly. Now, despite the very significant milestone, you may be a little bit caught off guard when you look at Electroneum's price. Again, ticker ETN. It is down 11.1% on the day, which is really nothing to celebrate. That's actually a pretty significant loss when you consider, again, the market is up 2.2% on the day. However, to put things in perspective, let's take a look at the 30-day charts here. As you can see, although, yes, we are down a little bit recently in the last few days or so, really we're up quite meteorically, like really significantly in the last 30 days, in the last 1 month time span. And that is only corroborated by looking further out into the 90-day window. So like anything, guys, sometimes you can be a little bit too myopic in this space. An 11% drop is nothing to celebrate. It doesn't look all that great, but in context, you understand what it is we're talking about when you zoom out and take a look at the larger macro scale numbers. So kudos to our friends over at Electroneum for that major accomplishment. Also on altcoinbuzz.io, we're talking more altcoin updates with Zilliqa. They are rewarding Twitter fans with social pay. This article by David. Zilliqa has launched a new tool for their followers on Twitter, and they're calling it Social Pay. So according to reports, Social Pay is a Twitter campaign tool through which participants can earn ZIL, Z-I-L, when they share social media updates and Twitter announcements from Zilliqa. The preliminary campaign lasted for 72 hours, just ended a few days ago with a prize pool of 500,000 Zilliqa up for grabs. So in fact, it's very likely that you may have seen this if you spend some time anywhere around or near the crypto Twitter space. If you're looking for instructions on how to play, it's pretty simple. To learn more about the campaign and for future updates, follow these simple steps below. You go to social.zilliqa.com. That's step number 1. Step number 2, sign in using your Twitter account. And number 3, once it connects to your profile, you'll be required to add your Zilliqa address. Please note that you should not link exchange addresses. Only wallets, please. So as we discussed, this campaign initially, this last round of it, I should say, wrapped up about a week ago at this time, just under a week. So let's discuss the success of it so far. Zilliqa announced that the campaign was successful. That's the good news. Over the 72-hour engagement, Zilliqa recorded 7,583 successful registrations on Social Pay, and having met all the criteria successfully, 5,297 valid claims were rewarded. The campaign also caused a massive spike in the Twitter results. Through the campaign, 1.1k likes were recorded and over 500 retweets were also recorded in the Social Pay announcement. The total number of followers on Zilliqa's Twitter handle increased by over 2,000 this month in May, and the engagement on Twitter reached around 45 million. A total volume of about 80,000 was recorded during the period. We also have Atomic Wallet here at Atomic Wallet on Twitter calling out Zilliqa in a good way, saying, "Congratulations, Zilliqa, on reaching 4 million transactions. Hashtag Zilliqa is the first public blockchain that implemented sharding on its mainnet, delivering high performance and high security to ZIL users. Have a good look at our guide to know more." Taking a look, guys, at the performance of Zilliqa, it's up 1.5% on the day. But again, I think it's probably a good idea to take the macro perspective, as with most things, and take a look at the last month. You can see performance in the last month is very, very significant. You only get so much info when zooming in and when you have that framing effect looking at the last day or the last week or so. So the last 30 days, obviously very, very successful. And the last 90 days, perhaps to a lesser extent, but still very successful. Certainly over the last 2 months or so, we've seen some major increases, almost a tripling of the price, just doing some quick and rough math there. So congratulations to Zilliqa, both on the social pay campaign as well as Atomic Wallet points out for reaching those 4 million transactions. Let's briefly discuss now to close things out Spencer Dinwiddie, the NBA star, who's now launched a crowd-funded Bitcoin campaign to pick where he plays. Yeah, that's correct as far as the title goes. We've talked about Mr. Dinwiddie in the past. He seems to be a crypto enthusiast, and those interests are perhaps in conflict with some of his contractual obligations for the NBA. So you can go back and find our previous coverage on him. It kind of petered out, in my opinion. His attention that he was, or the spotlight that he was shining on cryptocurrency kind of faded out, but it seems like he's at it again, and this one may show more promise as far as some of the deals that he may have struck. So here on sports.yahoo.com, what started as a simple Bitcoin proposition has turned into quite a crazy crowdsourcing campaign for former Bulls guard Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie says he'll let the fans decide what team he plays for next, but that's if he raises over, get this, $24.6 million on a GoFundMe campaign. $24.6 million. That's certainly not cheap. It started when someone on Twitter asked Dinwiddie if he'd delete all of his social media for 100 Bitcoin, but Dinwiddie didn't take the bait. Now, 1,000 Bitcoin though. I'm rolling. That's what he said. He also tweeted the following: I'll double down. Y'all crowdfund 2,625.8 Bitcoin. I'll sign a minimum contract for my next deal with the team that y'all vote for. I'll give y'all a month to make it happen. 2,625 Bitcoin. This guy's propositions aren't cheap. Again, that's about 24.6 million. So whether or not that was a joke, whether or not that was tongue-in-cheek, enter the Tron Foundation at Tron Foundation on Twitter. Hi, Spencer Dinwiddie. We can help you and allow you to cut out the GoFundMe middleman to put 100% of your fans' hard-earned crypto to work. Hashtag TRX. Tron, of course. Just ask Justin Sun Tron. To which Mr. Dinwiddie here responded, let's make it happen then. And then you have Justin Sun chiming in, let's do it. Guys, there's not really much to report. This has really just been breaking news that occurred in the last few hours or so. Let's keep an eye on this, however, because I feel like, maybe Spencer Dinwiddie's the kind of guy, he puts out a bunch of feelers, he makes a lot of really maybe not absurd, I don't want to call them absurd, but he makes a lot of hyperbolic claims, he makes statements that are kind of over the top intentionally, and maybe he's just fishing for interest, and he's trying to see who's going to take them seriously. Well, it seems like Justin Sun, it seems like the Tron Foundation are taking them seriously. And can you imagine if this somehow were to work, if this somehow came to fruition where you had a more grassroots crowdfunding campaign that shone a whole bunch of light on the crypto industry via this conduit of this NBA star or superstar. I can't say I really follow him, to be honest, but NBA player at least. Let's stay tuned. Let's see what happens. As always, we're going to report on this more as news develops and as the story further develops. But let us know your thoughts about that, guys, in the comments below for now. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Hey, do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications. I do wish all the Canadian viewers a happy Victoria Day tomorrow, a holiday on Monday, the 18th of May. I think I mistakenly suggested that tomorrow was Memorial Day for American viewers, but unless I'm mistaken, I believe that's on the 25th of May. So let's hold off on that. I won't mention that again just yet. But either way, have a great weekend, everybody. Best of luck if you choose to invest. Have a great Sunday and Monday. And of course, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.